Good morning, beautiful people. Right now it's 10:24 in New York. I just went out and bought Dunkin' Donuts. I'll try and not eat while I do this video, but I'm so hungry. This video is going to be my Q&A vlog. I asked you guys if you have any questions, and I have a few here, not really a lot, so I will answer them to the best of my ability, and I'll try and be short and sweet. I have a history of talking a lot. You guys haven't said that to me yet, but I know I talk a lot, so I'm gonna try and keep it to a minimal. Okay, so here are the questions. Um, I'm gonna try and be short and sweet, but also give detail because I know that's what you guys are looking for. So I don't know how that'll work out, but I'll try. Okay. My first question was, did you meet EXO? Um, we didn't meet EXO the way we met BAP or the way we were one-on-one with Block B, but we did have EXO backstage with us. Um, we had a lot of idols backstage. The day of the concert, the day of the festival, we had EXO, BAP, Teen Top, Miss A, Rainbow, and one other group I'm forgetting. Yeah, one other group that I'm forgetting. Oh no. I'm sorry. Comment below if you know which group it is because I'm totally forgetting. It's probably a girl group because I don't remember. You guys know I'm a 21 fan and no other girl groups matter to me except FX sometimes. Um, so did I meet EXO? I bowed to all of the members and they bowed back. You know that greeting that the idols do to each other when they get off stage and there's like idols backstage and they all like, oh, hi, and they all bow to each other. That was so awesome. I bowed to each and every one of them and they all made eye contact with me. There was one point in the night, I saw Xiumin and he was looking at me, like at me. And I was like, whoa, this is so weird. You're like 10 feet away from me. Oh, this is so weird. But yeah, it was really, really cool. Kai is so adorable. Oh my goodness. Actually, one of the other questions is how tall are the idols really? So I'm going to talk about that with EXO right now too. But let me talk about some of the members individually. Kai is so cute. I'm telling you, he's so cute. Guys, I'm letting you know beforehand that I'm 5'9", which is tall for a girl. But 5'9" for a boy is not very tall to me. Even though I'm a tall girl, like you would say, oh, 6 foot for a guy probably isn't tall enough for you. But no. I'm being very serious. Even if I were shorter, I'd be like 5'9". You're kind of on the short side. um, so I'm just letting you know that beforehand. So if you're like a 5 foot chick, you're not going to agree with the things that I say about their height. But if you're like average, 5'7" is average, right? Oh, 5'5" is average. I guess if you're 5'5", you'll be okay with their height too. But for me, it's kind of different. But it's just my taste wise because even if I were shorter, I like tall guys with like really long legs. Yeah, okay. Kai is really cute. I saw him walk by. He's probably as tall as me. Mm, yeah, I think he's maybe as tall as me. He did this thing where he like scrunched up his shoulders. He was walking to the bathroom or something. He scrunched up his shoulders and he was like going like this. And he reminded me of a little kid. When people say that Kai reminds them of a little kid, he really does kind of remind me of a little kid, like a really adorable kid. And it's so crazy because when he gets on stage and he starts to dance, it's like, Kai. He's not like a little kid anymore. Tao. Oh, Tao. He's so hilarious. I just wanted to laugh. Okay, I mentioned this in another video already, but I thought it was so hilarious the way EXO and some of Teen Top would just like walk outside of their tents and like just walk around the facilities just for fan service, but they wanted to act like it wasn't for fan service. They made it seem like they were like taking phone calls. Like, who were you talking to that you couldn't talk to in your tent? Like, sneaky and suspicious. You're doing this for fan service. Tao was one of the boys who would go to the bathroom just to go to the bathroom. It felt like he was just like taking a stroll to the bathroom. And there was a fence, and there were fans on the other side of the fence. And they would like yell and scream, and Tao would be like, I'm telling you. When people call him Ice Princess, I see where it comes from. Even though he can be really funny and cute in like interviews and like, you know, when he's just living his life, he was such an ice cold princess. I was like, oh my goodness. He's tall, by the way. He's kind of tall. Um, the tallest of EXO, Chris, I think Tao, and Chanyeol. I mean, he's tall, but he's not as tall as I thought. I saw him walk, and he's really cute. Like when I see Chanyeol, I think of handsome, like in the pictures, but in real life, he's cute. Like he's just like a large man baby. He's really adorable. Um, mm, yeah, who else? Chen. Okay, so one of my friends that I made, his name is Indra. He's from Indonesia. He looks like Chen to me. A lot of people actually tell him he looks like Chen, and I saw Chen, and I was like so excited for him to see Chen too. But anyway, Chen is really cute. He's so good looking. He's so handsome, Chen. He's on the short side, and really cute. I don't remember him doing anything that I could tell you about, like that he did. I just saw him walk by, and I was like, oh, he's cute. Mm, yeah. So I didn't really meet EXO, but I did get to, you know, breathe the same air as them. Yeah. Uh, I'll tell you more about backstage instances at the end of the questions because I have a lot to tell about like backstage. Well, not a lot, but like a couple things I feel like I should share with you guys would be interested in. So I'll tell those things at the end. Next question is, wait, am I recording? Okay, I am. um, how tall is everybody really? I'll keep going with that question all throughout the video. Um, how was I treated by everybody, like the locals and such? Um, the only experience I got, oh no, don't do that and hide. The only experience I got, okay, I'll tell you as a group the way we were treated, and then I'll go on to another portion. As a group, because we all always traveled as a group, um, we were treated like, whoa, a bunch of foreigners. But to be honest, we were only treated like that when we were in Changwon. In Seoul, it was kind of like, they're not, it's not like they aren't used to seeing foreigners. It's like me living in New York City, even though it's a homogeneous, homogeneous country, there's still a lot of like, it's a city, so a lot of people come, a lot of tourists. Just like me living in New York, even though it's not really the same because I live in America, it's not a homogeneous place. But it doesn't surprise me when I see people like with their traditional clothes on in the city, or like, you know, just different looking people, because it's the city, especially, you know. Um, it's like, oh, you know. So yeah, they weren't really surprised. Um, if anything, we got looks because we're so many of us together. It wasn't just like only little groups of like random foreigners, it's like 50 foreigners, like 60 foreigners traveling together. So, anywhere you are, when you see a tourist group of 60 people, you're like, you know? So, yeah, individually, I guess you guys are asking, I'm not sure exactly what you are asking. Maybe it's because, I don't know. I'm not sure. Let me read the question again. Mm, okay, well, on the last night, a few of us went to, where did we go? We went to Dongdaemun, where there's like lots of shopping and stuff like that. And I had the opportunity to just like walk around with my friend Tash from Yugoslavia. She came with Six of a Kind. You guys should look them up on Facebook and become their fans on Facebook because I love those girls so much. I love them all so much. Six of a Kind. I'm your fan. Um, I was walking, so I had the opportunity to like kind of get a feel of the people and the place with me and Tosh just walking around. And mm, it was cool. It was fun. Everywhere we walked, we drew attention. There weren't any other foreigners in the area except for our group. And when me and Tosh would separate from the group and just walk around, it felt like we were like low key superstars. No, okay, it's not that on a grand scale, but like oh, we drew some attention. Um, I always knew what the word "weguk" meant. I think my sister taught me that word, and some other people like reference that word a lot when they talk about living in Korea. And you hear that word a lot, and you hear the word for pretty in Korean a lot. And it just feels like just walking around like, yeah, I'm foreign and you think I'm pretty. It's that kind of feeling where everyone kind of just looks at you because you look different and it's just like, oh, drew your attention really fast. Um, we spoke to a lot of boys. Not a lot. We were just being rambunctious, and in the mall we would like walk around and we would take pictures with random people. And I mean, it wasn't a negative reaction. Usually they were like embarrassed and like shy when we were like, oh, can we take a picture with you? And they're like, ooh. I think it's because we're so pretty and they're like, ooh, it's me. That's what I would like to think. um, so yeah, we never drew negative attention. It was always a fun time. The locals thought we were fun. We thought the locals were fun. It's a fun time. Um, in each group that you met or interacted with on any level, which members seemed the most warm and kind? This is an interesting question because everyone was really wonderful. For me, I of course each person probably made bonds, stronger bonds with certain groups than others. With me, I believe it's because we're cut up into, not only were we cut up into teams, Team A, Team B, and Team C. All of the contestants are cut up into teams: Team A, Team B, Team C. Team A was Tunisia, USA, Costa Rica. There's more, but I'm forgetting Team A. I'm sorry, guys. I love you guys. I'm just forgetting who we are right now. But besides the Team A, Team B, and Team C, we're divided into two buses: Bus One and Bus Two. So to be honest, you became closest with the people who you traveled most with. So Team A and Bus One, those groups, those were like those were my rocks. Like, bust the one. I love you guys so much. I miss you all so much. Anyway, those were my like rock. The closest groups to me, I'm about to name a whole bunch of groups right now, but the closest groups to me were China, my roommate Cherish. I love her so much. Um, Six of a Kind, who are from Czech, kind of. Some of them are from Czech. Some of them, one of them is from Yugoslavia. One of them is Russian. I grew close to Argentina. Victoria, I love you. Costa Rica, Johnny, love you. Has a voice of an angel. I grew close to Japan, Asuka. Um, Indonesia, my boys Luminous. Oh, I love you guys. I miss you. Oh, I miss you. I was pretty close with Tunisia too. And to be honest, I was close with a lot of people. I can't really rank them because I love them all so much. But definitely Six of a Kind. Okay, no, I can't rank them. I'm sorry, I can't rank them. But I loved everyone, and we all had our special moments together. Um, Everyone was warm and kind. It's so amazing to go to a different country and meet people from all over the world, and they were all kind. you know Even if they didn't speak English very well, I found this is so cute, to be honest. It was so sweet. Some of them couldn't speak English very well, but they tried so hard just to interact with everyone. And it's really funny because there are times in the trip where I found myself like thinking that I was speaking to someone who fluently spoke English, or like helping someone find their words, and it was so much fun, especially with my roommate Chara. She's so sweet. Ah, she's so sweet, and I love her accent so much. And there would be times where not only would I finish her sentences, but she would actually finish mine too. Like, she was getting really good at English. I miss her. Anyway, yeah, everyone was warm and kind. Everyone was wonderful. I love them, and I miss them all. And I can't wait for the day where we unite again in Seoul and we party. Oh, I miss you. Yeah. Okay. Mm, Another question. You touch BYG. I love you. It's like really hard for me not to get happy. Oh, that's not a question, but yeah. I want people to know that I did not touch him. He touched me. Okay? It makes me, even though it's not really like that much of a change in words, I don't want people thinking that I was the crazy fan who wanted to touch him. He put out his hand to me, okay? I was the one who was chosen. I did not choose him. That makes sense? No, it didn't. But anyway, are there any other questions? Oh, there was a question on Twitter. Twitter. Have I been good at keeping my answers down to like shorter answers? No? Okay, question. What was it like? Oh, what was it like meeting Jungkook? How did you not faint, to be honest? It was like meeting a normal person that you admire a whole lot. Um, I usually don't try. I try not to fangirl in front of celebrities. uh, I spoke about this for like 2 seconds in another video. Seem. I like to be on their level. You know what I'm saying? I like to put myself on their level because very soon in my life I will be on their level. So I don't want them for a second ever thinking that I'm a little girl, I'm just a little fan. That's not me. I am your equal, and I'm gonna be just as famous as you. We're gonna collab one day. Don't get this twisted, all right? So it was amazing. It really, really, really was. Um, I didn't want to faint. I just wanted to be his friend. I just wanted to be all of their friends, to be honest. I just wanted to be like, hey, what's up? There's this one point, maybe I should keep this. I was about to talk about backstage. Should I talk about it right now? Just this one part. Mm-mm. I'll talk about it later. At the end of this video. Just wait for like 2 minutes. Yeah, but it was really cool. I know that one day I'm gonna meet him again, so I had to leave a good impression. It really feels like God is working like this path for me. Like he has this path all set up. Like the way it's so crazy. The way that I went to the concert, he put out that song Q on Tumblr. I made a response video. I sent one message on SoundCloud after sending crazy tons of amounts and having everyone try and help me out on Twitter. Sent one message on SoundCloud. Tell me why the boy answered me that night. Like what? And I received the message the next morning. I enter this competition and I get to go to the World Festival and I get to meet. It's like this crazy chain of events. So I know that there's gonna be a next time. I'm gonna meet him again, and I don't know when that is or what's gonna happen when we do meet. But I'm so excited. Like this is gonna be the craziest thing in the world. I'm so excited. Anyway, it was awesome meeting him, and I will meet him again soon. The next question is, how was it performing in front of all those people? I was not nervous at all. I wasn't nervous at all. Not at all. It felt really weird when the interviewers would come to me and say, "You must be nervous." And I kind of had to like play along with it because I don't know, I felt like if I said I wasn't nervous, it would feel like, oh, she's being like cocky or whatever. But I wasn't nervous. It was the most fun experience ever. It was wonderful. I can't wait till I can do that again. Um, the audience was something like thousands of people. I'm seeing different numbers, so I'm not very sure. At first, I heard 3,000, and then I heard like some crazy amount of numbers, like a crazy amount of people. So I don't know what the real number was. All I know is that I was in the thousands, and it was the most amazing experience of my life. I was not scared. My manager Young, was more nervous than I was. He kept on saying, "Oh, I'm nervous." And I'm like, "Why? I'm not nervous." I'm like, "Let's go. Let's do this. This is the most exciting day of my life. Let's go. I'm so ready for this." This is what I do. This is what I do. This is my career. This is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. I've said it today and it's true. I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. There's this one moment during the trip where if you guys know me, I'm into clothes. I'm into fashion, and I'm into having options when I when I travel. Having options is just another way to say I'm into overpacking. I overpack. It's a problem. I mean, I'm sorry. Luckily, they didn't overcharge me. I was going there. I think I was 6 pounds overweight or something like that. But they're like, whatever. Anyway, my roommate Cherish, she at one point in the trip, she was like, "You have so much stuff." And I was like, "Yeah." And she said something that made me feel so good. She said, "You are so serious about this." And I tell you, it made me feel so good to hear someone say that to me. I don't know what it was. It was like, I said, "Yeah, I am serious." I it felt good to have someone understand and have someone know that I am serious about this. This is my life now. You know, this is not just a hobby that I do. I don't just sing just because I like it. I mean, of course I sing because I like it, but I'm trying to make a life out of this. This is this is going to be my life. Singing, music, this is my life. And it felt good to hear someone understand and like say it out loud and say, wow, you're serious, because it feels like too many people are like, wow, she's so lucky, this just happens to her, she just sings and this happens. No, no, that's not what it is. I don't just have this happen, you know, I'm not just like singing and having this happen by chance. I work hard. You know, I practice, you know, this is my life, so I have to work hard. And when I go on a stage and I sing, I don't feel nervous because this is what well, I don't know what I was born to do, but it feels like this is it. So yeah, um, this has become very long, and I hope that none of the time I spent speaking was just like fluff and you didn't really care about it. I'm gonna make a part 2 video because I can't stand to put up a video that's like an hour long of me just talking and talking and talking. I'm gonna put up part 2 of me talking about what happened backstage and who I met and who I saw and who I bumped into and who I totally ignored by accident. Like, I'll tell you about that part 2 video. I'll record it right now while this is uploading and processing on YouTube, so you won't have to wait too long to see this video. Alright guys, I love you so much. I hope I answered your questions. If you have any more, you can go on, keep asking. I love answering these questions because they make me reminisce and think about my amazing, 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 amazing experience and adventure. So keep asking questions. If I didn't cover anything, something that you wanted to hear about, tell me down below. I'll get to it, girl or boy. Love you so much. Mwah. Later. Also, I have to ask you guys for your opinion soon. I may or may not ask you. All right. Bye. I love you.